I am at mile 25-ish of the long haul 100, and so this is my treat, getting to stop and do a video for you guys. So everybody always wants to know what's going on, how do you deal with it? First of all, I'm going to say that I spent the first, I don't know, 15 miles of the race just lollygagging around, talking to people, talking to friends. I got a friend here, and not paying attention to my pace or my form, which I need to do. But this is technically an easy 100, technically wise. I mean, look at the course. It's Florida, it's very flat. Here's, it does get wooded, and actually the scenery changes a fair amount. It's a pretty course, and it's very different than what I'm used to. But I spent the first 15 or so miles lollygagging around, not paying attention. So, and I knew that would catch up to me, and I could deal with it. But I am a little bit out of shape, and I'm having to work a little harder than I would like to deal with that. So now I'm paying attention to my pace and my form, which leads me to talk to you about some other things that are going on. There's not just a 100-mile, but there's also a 100K, which is 62 miles, and there's a 50K, and there's also like a 12-furlong race. So there are people out here doing different distances, and there are people out here with different goals. I know one of the 100-milers is here for a redemption run after only doing 24 and a half hours last year here. Yeah, that is not my goal today. My goal is still, all I'm feeling is I want to get the miles in, get a good solid long run in for the start of the year, get some of this holiday weight off. That's my goal. So it's easy to get carried away with the other runners, what they're doing, what their goals are, what their paces are. The 50Kers are just now finishing up, and so that leads me to another thing, is that I'm very conscious of the fact that there's not going to be a lot of 100-milers out here in the wee hours of the night and the morning. The 50Kers, we all started about the same time, so the 50Kers are going to end up finishing. The 12-furlong people are probably done right now, and the 100Kers are going to eventually start finishing, and there will probably be a drop or two in the 100-milers, so there will be not that many people out here tonight. And so I'm mentally preparing for some lonely, quiet think time. I know that's going to be ahead, and so I have to factor that in. Let's see, pacing, because I am kind of out of shape, and I haven't run 100 in a while. As many as I've run, it's still easy to forget how to pace these things. And so I've had to kind of buckle down and figure out what I'm doing. I haven't been eating enough, so I kind of wore down here a little bit. Had already my first down point before 25 miles. Put in some calories, and doing better now. But the pacing thing, just trying to figure out the pacing, and because it's flat, I don't have the normal hey, good. I don't have the normal, yes, that's an American flag behind me. We started together. He's another 100-miler. So anyway, so I don't, I forgot what I was saying. It's a flat course, so I don't have my usual built-in walk breaks up hills. So I'm having trouble, and because it's so darn flat and so darn easy running, I'm having trouble making myself take any walk breaks. So I've got to find a routine. I can't just do those randomly, because they'll end up, just expanding into walk hours if I'm not careful. But I've got to figure out a routine, a way to handle that. And then the course, it's 5 convoluted quote-unquote loops, T's, and we do part of the T, we do one of the arms of the T twice every loop. So mentally, I'm having a hard time getting excited about 5 of these things. So I'm just not going to think about that right now, at least until I get to like 50 miles or 60 miles. I'm just not going to think about it. I'm going to go aid station to aid station, timing mat to timing mat. They have timing mats here, so every time I go across the timing mat, I get a little ding. So that's what I'm going to go for, and the miles will just accumulate that way. So, I'm just dealing with the mental hard spots right now. A little bit earlier than I would if I was in better shape, but that's okay. I knew to expect that, and ultimately I'm going to get my return on investment. I put in some driving time and some money to get here, and so I'm going to do all my 100 miles while I'm here. Who knows when I'll be able to get back. So that's where I am. Hope this helped. Talk to you later. Bye.